Hey, do you live in a country? And have you ever think how was a country was born? Well, if you do, this video is the correct option to watch. In this video we'll learn about country or state science. Why shall we study this subject? Well, in some country state science was a course in college. Beside that, learning about state science could improve your knowledge about your country or even other country. State science essentially studies general theories about the state. Therefore, no specific country is the object of study in this subject. Within its scope, we will learn about the meaning, function, origin, forms, and other aspects of the state in general. Definition of the state. There is still no absolute definition of the state, as each person has different views about it. These differences in opinion arise due to people's varied backgrounds and life experiences. However, here are some definitions of the state according to experts, which may help form a common thread in understanding the concept of the state. For a state to exist, several elements are required, as determined by the Montevideo Convention of 1933. These elements are: a population, constitutive; a territory, constitutive; a sovereign government, constitutive; the capacity to engage in relations with other states, declarative. Let's take an example: America. Does America have a population, a territory, and a sovereign government? In general, America fulfills these elements and can be recognized as a state. But what about Palestine? Please answer in the comments below. Purpose and function. The purpose and function of the state differ through the ages, as they adjust to the conditions of each period. The purpose of the state before the 19th century was to ensure its own existence. The duty of individuals was to be citizens in accordance with the laws of that state. However, in the 19th and 20th centuries, the purpose of the state shifted to security, public order, national defense, and domestic governance. This shift occurred because of frequent wars during this period, including world wars. In the 20th century, the purpose of the state became the pursuit of welfare, prosperity, and fostering friendships between nations. Origin of the state. The formation of a state can be determined by historical reality or theoretical speculation and historical theory. Let's start with historical reality. Proclamation. When a colonized territory is left or abandoned, its inhabitants and government strive to proclaim independence. Fusion. Small neighboring states unite through treaties to form one state. Separation. Secession. A state forms by separating from its original country, creating a new state. The reasons for separation vary. Cession. Certain territories are handed over to another state through agreed-upon procedures or treaties. Occupation. A state takes control of previously unoccupied territory. Innovation. A new state emerges due to the division or breakup of a former territory/state. Accretion. A state is formed when seabeds rise to become land. Each state can fall under one or more of these historical categories. Which category do you think your country belongs to? Comment below. The origin of the state according to theory. Social contract theory. Society agrees to protect each other and surrender some of their rights to be governed. Divine right theory. A state forms with God's permission, and the sovereign government is seen as God's representative on earth. Force theory. The state forms through the conquest of the strongest individuals or groups who create their own government and laws. Patriarchal and matriarchal theory. A state grows and expands as families grow into larger entities. Organic theory. The state is formed as a natural process, starting with individuals and growing over time. Prescriptive theory. Power shifts hands as time passes, leading to the formation of new ownership and governance rights. Idealist theory. The state is formed naturally, as it is destined to come into existence. Constitution. A constitution is the highest legal foundation of a state, comprising all written and unwritten rules that govern the state, its government, and so on. However, It's essential to understand the principle of constitutionalism when studying constitutions. Constitutionalism is the idea that government power must be limited to prevent its arbitrary use. Constitutions can vary from state to state, but generally, they establish basic principles, the structure of government, and the rights and duties of citizens, ensuring balance between order, power, and freedom. Theory of sovereignty. Sovereignty, in general, is the highest power within a state. There are various forms of sovereignty. Divine sovereignty, royal sovereignty, state sovereignty, popular sovereignty, legal sovereignty. Forms of the state. The form of the state refers to the vertical division of power between central and regional governments. There are two main forms of states. Unitary state, where the highest power is held by the central government, and all regions are governed under the same law. Local governments either carry out central government tasks, centralization, or are granted authority to manage their own regions, though still under the central framework, decentralization. Federal state, independent and sovereign states surrender part of their sovereignty to the federal government, forming a united state. Forms of government. According to Leon Duguet, 1859–1928, the form of government is determined by how the head of state is chosen and the length of time the head of state holds office. From his theory, two forms of government emerge. Monarchy, where the head of state is chosen through hereditary succession and holds office for life on. Monarchy is divided into three types. Absolute monarchy, all power rests with the king/queen. Constitutional monarchy, the monarch's power is limited by the constitution. Parliamentary monarchy, the monarch serves as the head of state, while the prime minister acts as head of government. Republic, where the head of state is elected by citizens and serves for a term determined by the country's constitution. Republics are also divided into three types. Absolute republic, all power rests with the president. Constitutional republic, the president's power is limited by the constitution. Parliamentary republic, the president serves as head of state, while the prime minister is the head of government. Systems of government. A system of government refers to the horizontal division of power, leading to three forms of government systems. Presidential system, the president serves as both head of state and head of government. Parliamentary system, the president/monarch serves as a symbolic head of state, while the prime minister is the head of government. Referendum, only in Switzerland a decision-making system where the people play a significant role. Thanks for sticking around and learning about the concept of the state with me today. I hope this has helped you understand different perspectives on what a state is and how it functions. Remember, the study of the state is not just about history or theory, it's about understanding the world around us and the systems that govern our lives. Whether it's through the lens of social contracts, power structures, or societal evolution, these ideas shape the very foundation of our modern societies. Feel free to leave your thoughts or questions in the comments below. See ya!